Hey, Steve Tillman, and I'm riding with you today on a 2008 Sea-Doo 155 Speedster with a 215 horsepower supercharged engine in it. Come on up, get close. She's only got 19 hours. Let's take a look. Okay, just want you to see how clean this boat is. The center line on the boat is real pretty. Haven't noticed any nicks or gouges in any of the gel coat anywhere on it. The rub rail's nice and clean. Minor spots on the decals, just minor spots on the decals. I just want you to see those. I wouldn't replace them, I'd leave them alone. Somebody, this is aftermarket, somebody has taken and put the word supercharged on the port and the starboard side. Get up close. Nice suntan pad on the back, nice and clean. I want you to take a look at this outdrive. No corrosion, pretty and bright. Of course, she's got the single step ladder in the back, very nice. Two hand holds. One hand hold in the back, easy to get in and out of. Decals on this side look a little bit better. Only one spot over here that I could find. So the guy must have been parking on the opposite side. One little spot right here, one little scrape right here. I don't know what the guy got into. I haven't sanded it or anything. There's a little indention there. I'd leave it alone. I wouldn't touch it. Sitting on a caravan trailer. Just wanted you to take a look at the boat. See how pretty she is. 19 hours. She ain't even broke in real good. Nice storage back here in the luggage compartment for a wakeboard, ropes, picnic, life jackets. Then of course this comes out. Very easy. And I want you to come up close and see how clean this engine compartment is. Supercharged 1493 cc. They start out with a 150 horsepower engine. They supercharge it, and that's where you get your extra 65 horsepower from. Just so you can see, I'll just give you a little tour. This is where your oil canister is right here. Your oil filter is below that. This is your supercharger here. They do recommend these superchargers being rebuilt at 100 hours. Biggest thing that you want to be aware of is that thrush washer. You know, I've seen them go 130, 140 and just keep on going, but they do Sea-Doo does recommend rebuilding the supercharger at 100 hours. Probably smart. Here's your oil dipstick tube. You can see how clean that oil is on that stick. Just as clean as it can be. Of course, she's intercooled cooling system. It's a closed loop cooling system. This is where you add your antifreeze. Fuse box over here to the left on the port side. Solenoid, starter solenoid, just like you'd have on any regular boat. Die-hard battery. Master switch over here. And really, then of course you can see your gas tank back this way. Big polyurethane gas tank. And really just clean. But when you're looking at these boats, you don't want to see this all buckled up. You want to see it nice and fresh like this one is. This is just like it came from the factory. All your hoses look good. Nice and clean. That's the way you want to see them. Okay, just want you to see underneath this driver's side cowling, you actually have there's a bin in here for stuff you want to keep dry, and then there's all of your not all of them, but there's a lot of your electrical components, easy access to. back of your AM/FM Jensen radio, and looks pretty good down in there. And then also, here's another storage compartment. I've cleaned it out so there's some water in there where I washed it, and then access to a fire extinguisher. Okay. Okay, let's go put her on the water and see what she'll do. We're getting ready to have some fun. Go ahead. Okay, just want to show you, what she has to offer. She has a Jensen Marine radio, and of course she's playing a little Skinner, so she works. And volume, CD player. Okay, and then also somebody has installed aftermarket a little courtesy light. Not a bad job. Okay. All right, and then the seats, red with light gray accents. Of course, you can see the speakers. She's got a ski pole right here, and then the gray sun deck in the back. Of course, the seat I'm sitting on looks just like the rest of them.
Michelle?
Yeah, let me get out of the way. Yeah, really, you're in pretty nice shape. And then handholds on both sides here. Handhold on the port side right there, and then one for the observer's seat. Actually, two for the observer's seat right there. And then, of course, belly storage. I'm so sorry. Belly storage right here for a set of skis, paddle, whatever you want. Okay. And then somebody, in an aftermarket, somebody has put on this little piece of mesh right here. This is not factory, but somebody's put that on there. You know, nice little thing. And it basically says that the boat is CE certified, and that that if it went to Europe, it requires a CE certification. You're already set. She's rated for 715 pounds or 4 persons, and that she's CE certified and also Coast Guard approved. Okay, and then really all you have a digital dash on the boat. You have a digital dash on the boat, and what you get when you plug on your DESS is she chirps twice, and then you get temperature, compass. You have a little compass right there, and then the hours on the boat shows 19 hours right there. The little fuel gauge right there. She's sitting there with about 3/4 of a tank of fuel. And then your speedometer on the right, tachometer on the left, and then you have 12 volt for your little charger right there, or a light or whatever. Starter button right there, on and off. And then somebody's put this on here aftermarket. Let me just see. Somebody's put a horn button on there. They normally look like this. I don't know why the guy did that, but anyway, it's got a horn button right there. And then courtesy lights and navigation lights right there, bilge pump right there, and blower motor right there. Okay, really just that easy. All right, now all you have to do is your DES is in place, and so it's just as simple as you have to be in neutral over here. You have to be. She will not crank in forward and reverse. Hold your starter button, and you're rolling. I've got hundreds of hours in jet skis, so does Bridget Lee. The one maneuver that you're going to want to master with your jet ski is after you hit that starter button, not letting it get away from you or embarrassing you at the boat ramp or around a dock or whatever. The easiest thing to do is familiarize yourself with what you can do with your boat by turning it port and starboard, and moving without even touching the throttle, just moving your forward and reverse lever as such. So we've got a wind behind us today, and I'm in reverse, and as you can see, we're really not even hardly moving. But then if you put her in forward, boom. But I can just tell you, when you get around a dock, or you're in tight quarters, so you can maneuver one of these jet boats. You can spin one of these on a dime. You could never do that with a stern drive boat, never. So you can maneuver one of these things really good. The other side of the coin is, neutral is really Bombardier's best guess at where to move that sea gate. So part of the water is pushing you forward and part of the water is pushing you in reverse. And as you can see, it's not like putting a car in neutral or even a boat with an outboard motor or even a stern drive in neutral, because they're direct drive. That impeller is turning all the time. So, you know, can you do it? Like, see this dock right here? Can you do it? See, I'm in neutral. I'm in neutral, and I just want you to see me how close I'm going to get to this dock. You don't even have to touch the throttle. And really, once you get close, shut it off. Once you're home, shut it off. And then when you're ready to go again, there's 14 different opinions. Push your fanny away from that dock, crank it up, because she's going to start moving on you.
Was that necessary?
That was an accident. She's going to start moving on you. I didn't mean to do that. I grabbed the wrong one. She's going to start moving on you. So the best thing to do is, if you're out, if one of my kids wanted to go drive my jet boat, or my daughters, or my favorite son-in-law, I'd take that joker out and I'd get him to show me how good he was at parking the thing. And if he could park it and get it up close without banging it, I'd turn him loose, turn her loose. But if they couldn't show me that they could operate the boat in kind of a zero situation where they could hold it still, I wouldn't turn them loose. I wouldn't turn you loose. That's the main thing. This is where people get in trouble with jet boats is, you know, like I grabbed the wrong throttle there by accident. I've got hundreds of hours on one of these things. But, you know, moving that thing around, moving your sea gate around is the easiest way to run one. All right, that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents, my 3 cents, and my 4 cents. M&M. M&M, the candy, not the wrapper. I like mine almonds. Almond M&Ms, not the wrapper.